3. That's a natural 2. He kind of looks. I mean, he could talk to him if you guys want to go into the building. It's like, I don't know a lot of these.
It's not that important just yet.
The honor of the.
He's like, hello, and you kind of
walks
watch
out, sees a
some of the
tree.
plants actually turn and face him as he's kind of waving to them. Not all of them, but like 2 or 3 different kinds.
That will never stop being weird.
He's picturing like the.
Of course, it still sounds like I am.
New. I know that's all I can picture every time I play him now. These are just a big group.
We shall continue to head over.
Okay. You look around as you get in, so it basically is just one larger cabin. There is light coming from the inside. And there's like a fence around the cabin itself, and there is a little sign by the door. And it says, "The Third Eye Wares and Goods." It's got a picture of like an eye on the front of it.
Ariel around. The Third Eye Wares and Goods? So, think it's like a general store?
Sounds like it.
Why would there be a store all the way out here?
Grockum goes in.
It's obviously a halfway mark.
No,
Right.
Rock Duck!
Is the door locked?
Well, first you just go through the gate. You open the gate. You go up to the door. The door is not locked.
Grockum pushes the door open and steps in.
You push the door open. And as you walk in, you're just met with this warm atmosphere. It is very nice and cozy in here and not cold in the slightest. You look around, roll just a general perception check as you walk in here. There is all sorts of random cool shit in this room. Like, stuff everywhere. It's a pretty cool store. It's like random odds and ends, little contraptions, devices, potions, crystals, a little bit of everything. Smells very old too in here, like a very, very old building. You also see like a little counter with some stuff behind it, and then there is a door in the back, and then there's like a little stairwell that goes upstairs behind the counter.
Hello, the shop.
You yell out. No answers. You also do see on the counter there is a bell.
Ring the bell.
Yep, ring the bell. Seemingly nothing so far.
Maybe they've got
The rest of you guys go in?
Yeah, I followed him behind him.
Right.
I'm outside.
Do you have a map or is this all theater?
Theater at the moment.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I
So
couldn't.
there is-
Depends on what Gronkum does.
there is some inquiries as to how tall this door frame is and what happens to people in the 7th
Grockum will duck through the door.
Which one are you trying to go to?
The front door with the people on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, they get in fine. Yeah, actually, it's nice in here. The kids actually, they look much happier, especially William. He's just like, this is the best hotel ever. He just finds a random like chair that's sitting there, and he just like lays out on it. Yeah.
The owner comes down. That chair wasn't there before.
Not the minute chair.
Oh.
No.
Bye, William.
Too soon. Too soon. But no, everyone kind of comes in. It's a much welcome break from being outside. Yeah, so you ring the bell, nothing so far. What do you guys want to do?
Gronk will just start wandering around the shop looking at everything that is assumedly.
There's a lot. lots and lots and lots of stuff. It would take me a very long time to list them all. Lots of very cool things. Is there anything specific you are looking around the store for?
No, it'll just wander around until either the profiteer does something that causes the next action scene,
Okay.
which means I'm going to smoke a cigarette.
No, go for it. I could do that. The only benefit of having an office outside, except I don't smoke cigarettes. What else you guys into? Stronkum's just kind of like looking at all the cool stuff.
Any snow globes?
Oddly enough, you asked. There is a snow globe.
Oh, there is one thing Bronco needs: water skin.
A water skin? Oddly
Got-
enough, you could ask the proprietor maybe when he's here, but you don't actually see. For a store that says it has general wares, it doesn't have a lot of general looking wares. Very misleading name. We'll have to take it up with the owner.
Does a lot of the stuff look like magic components?
There's magic components, there's weapons, there's gems, there's scrolls, more scroll cases. It depends. A lot of the stuff that's out on the floor is not the most expensive. There's cases out there too, which do have some nicer things. And then there's several things behind the counter as well. You look around, you do see a section that is dedicated to what looks like ranged weaponry. There's a couple of different looking types of crossbow bolts that are in the display case with the rest of the items. You gather they may do different things. Deft, what are you trying to steal?
Taking the snow globe.
All right. As you touch the snow globe, I needed you to roll with the saving throw.
Oh boy.
You picked it.
Just wanted a snow globe. Nothing much. Just a
That.
snow globe.
Okay. So as you grab the snow globe, you kind of look at it, and you kind of get lost in it for a minute. I'll send you a message and tell you what you see in the snow globe. But you do get the feeling you probably want to keep it. Do you stash?
Ari? I want this. I really, really want this. And I'll just hold it and look at it.
I'm typing out what you saw real quick.
This is a store.
Mm-hmm.
It's a store called the Third Eye, General Goods and Wares.
To their scrolls and stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in here. It's a very old smelling store. The inside is kept warm via what you're assuming is magic. There's a counter with a bell on it. There's a door that goes like into a back room, and then there's a staircase behind the counter that goes up to what you're assuming is probably living quarters. You're not 100% sure. Gronkum did ring the bell though, and he's kind of going around the store. There's a lot of different stuff in here.
I want to be looking if there's any
general.
scrolls for like ritual wizard spells.
Anything specific in mind?
Anything first through fourth level that's a ritual?
Off the door. Let me finish that.
Off the top of my head, unless whoever has his own, I can't remember who it is, has the tiny hut.
William, I think.
Yeah, if he's got one, if I can copy out of his book or something, I can get it from there. But I don't know if he's a sorcerer or what, or if he's a wizard.
He's a wizard. He does have a spell book. You potentially could. You would
Alright.
just have to get the component materials to do so.
Because I
everything
was
you
interested
guys-
in that one, water breathing, phantom steed. I want to collect them all eventually. They're like the rituals are like Pokemon for me.
No, you get them. Yeah, no. You just got to pay and you can get them all.
The same thing with us.
Comprehend language.
Well, if you want to buy it, then set it on the counter. I'm sure when the shop owner comes back, you can pick it up then.
I'm not listening, I'm just looking at it.
Theft?
There you go, Def.
It's just so pretty.
It is pretty.
Do I still want it real bad after that?
It's pretty cool. You kind of don't want to give it to anyone else. It's up to you, though.
Or is not trying to debate. Is it his childlike wonder that's making him stare at the globe, or is it the globe that's making him stare?
To Wolfgart, as you run the counter, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
There's a little person in there, and she's
Full on
waving
attack.
hello.
In the globe?
You kind of stiffen up, but you manage to hold yourself upright. But you find yourself unable to move.
Wow, I'm thinking this place is a mimic.
I think it might be your go.
You guys feel a cool breeze ever so slightly from the back room, and you hear a door start to creak open. And out walks like just an old human. Like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Looking over at Wolfgart.
What did you say?
He's looking at you, frozen behind his store counter, and he's asking you what the hell you're doing.
Busted.
I look over Wolfgart.
I was coming to see if anyone was actually here, trying to make a purchase.
Ah! He's like, oh, why didn't you say so?
We rang the bell.
The person rang the bell.
He's
No
like,
one answered.
I just, it's a long walk, okay? You gotta learn some patience. He kind of goes behind the counter. He taps you on the shoulder and you can move. He's like, ah. He sits in like this long back, really comfy looking chair. Gather he probably sits in there a lot of his day. And like, what can I do for you?
Got any water skin?
No. He's like, I could get one for you, but I have a feeling you don't live around here.
That depends on where here is.
He's like,
We're
well,
kind of lost, I say.
here's depends who you ask. Here technically belongs to a lot of people. Just depends on any given day. Like, basically belongs to no one and everyone. He's like, however, there are a few towns nearby. Various things. Peaceful, more or less. Most things leave me alone.
Which
Like-
way would be to the nearest settlement?
Like, let's see. It's about 2 days south, and kind of looks and points out one of his windows. Like, should be able to. There's a dwarven city. It's like, yeah, they're actually having a big festival right now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He's like, what are you guys doing in these parts?
I'll look around to the rest of the party.
Said every question.
Well, a friend told us that we just had to come out and see her.
He's like, they told you about my potions, didn't they?
They told us they were spectacular.
They are spectacular. They are the best potions you will ever find.
Potion seller?
Yeah.
They
Because
use the best potions.
He walks over to
Everybody
a
tells me
display
they're the
case
best.
behind his counter and he's like, observe. Like, so, what can I get for you?
Hey, Grandpa, how much is this thing?
You show him the snow globe.
Yeah.
He's like, huh. Like, I don't believe that's mine.
Then how did it get on a shelf?
Someone must have left it here when I was out.
Why does it
Oh,
look
I don't-
so nice?
I'll head over to Deft and whisper in his ear. Remember the book?
What book?
You know which book.
I pull out the ship charter thing for the island.
Okay.
This book? This one?
Is that the one that was chasing you?
No, this is the one I
She does not actually have that book. I don't think. I think Gronkum took that book, didn't he? I thought Def threw the book away. Or did Gronkum
it
throw the
came
book
back to
away?
me.
Okay, so yeah, that book? You want to pull
No,
that one out?
No, the one I stole from the one library. I'm
Oh,
holding
that
that
was
one up right
the
now.
ledger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the. Oh no, did you? You took the ledger. You did modify a deed, also, if I recall.
Yes, I own a house in that town.
Yeah.
You talk about this book? This one?
Is that the one that was chasing you?
No.
I mean, if you don't pay your taxes, it might change.
I'm just wondering if it's not a similar thing.
Here, let me find here, hold this for me and I'll hand her the snow globe.
He looks over at you.
Hesitating.
He's like, unfortunately, the only normal I do, most of my business is in potions. I do have a lot of other items. However, normal crossbow bolts, not really. I mean, I can arrange to have them brought here. It might take a day or two, but I tend to buy or make things in small batches, as I tend to enchant them or enhance them.
Lucky you're talking about all these bolts over here.
He's like, oh, you wouldn't want those bolts over there.
Okay.
He's like, one use of those and you can never fire another bolt again.
Ariel, hold the snow globe.
He's like, he holds one out, and it's got like a nice arrowhead on it. It's kind of engraved, and it has like a little bit of a glow to it almost as you kind of hold it. He's like, that one on the house. Like, you go play with that, and you. Let me just say, you'll be back. First taste is free. He kind of shoots you a little.
Sure, I'll put it away then.
Next thing we find out, the code is actually performing several sleight of hand pocketing bolts.
Okay.
I only have 40 regular bolts left.
So go ahead and just make an item that says exploding bolt. I'll tell you the stats when you use it.
So does anything happen when I hold the snow globe? Or?
Oh, are you holding the snow globe?
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
don't
for the
think
other book
that's-
and handing it over.
Let's be honest here, Nobel. You know that thing's gonna miss.
Roll wisdom saving throw.
Sure, it's not charisma.
Nothing happens. It's a snow globe. It's got like a little castle in it, and it's snowy. It's nicely made.
Does it have any engravings on it?
No, doesn't look like it. Let's see. Oh,
Hey, there is.
Yes.
Do you want to identify this?
It'll take me a bit. About 10 minutes. It's not a spell that I can prepare to cast instantaneously.
forget about your feat. Can you only learn for a certain class, or is it
Yes,
anything?
ritual caster wizard. That's what I picked. So I couldn't learn any bard or ranger or paladin stuff.
Gotcha. I'm just taking it now. Ritual.
I'm sure we have some.
Do I still have the other book?
Is there any table or anything to
yes.
sit down with?
Yeah, it looks like there's some spots to sit.
I'll start cast
The,
identify.
the kids have already kind of sat down. Madeline's just kind of sitting near a fireplace at the moment.
Yeah, whatever Arya needs me to identify, I'll check it out.
All right, so we start working on that. He looks around. Huh. Oh. He looks around. He's like, this one helps me out decently, and he this one will allow you to see summon. We'll just say summon some help, some unseen help. He holds out basically what the scroll of unseen serpent. Okay, other than that. He looks around. I do have this one. It comes in handy. I don't move a lot of them out here though. It helps you to summon a protective hut around yourself. It's not the largest hut. You might even say it's tiny. And he has a Lehman's tiny hut. Like,
I
other than
think
that,
some man by the name of
well, technically anything that's named in Dungeons and Dragons, you can put your own name on it.
Now, did you say that's one I could already learn from, was it Newen or whoever?
William has that already. So yeah, so basically he doesn't have much. It's like, I could make one, but it might take a few days.
Just need to borrow his book basically and scribble it into mine at some point. I just got to pay for the inks and stuff.
Oh no, just the shopkeeper was telling you as far as other ones that he had. He does sell the supplies, so you can get the stuff here. I think it's like what, 50 gold.
First gold level, yeah.
Yeah. So he has the equipment here, so you can buy the paper and the ink. So you just gotta let me know how much you want, and you can get that. And then
We haven't made a whole lot of money, have we?
That's what we were just
paying
reviewing
us
before you got here. We're like,
Yeah, because
The
I'm only
only
showing to
people
have like
that ever
100
paid you-
gold.
Yep, the only people that have ever paid the party, you actually have more gold than most people too, I think.
Yeah.
The only people that ever paid the party were the Evil Soren and Lorana. Other than that, every payment you've ever received, more or less, was items. Take it back. Technically, Ali gave you gold at the cult camp when you stole it all out of theirs and gave it to you for Christmas.
Yeah, but that's not really a payment. That was a gift.
Yeah,
Gift that
technically,
you
Kale got
want.
paid.
Yeah, and then didn't pay us.
Well, he got arrested.
And he
You
will
can go
never
bust
be
him
paid
out.
again.
If he's still alive. Yeah, he had like 268 gold.
Well, death is no excuse for getting out of debt.
You still owe. But yeah, no. As you guys kind of sit there and you're looking around at your not abundant supply of gold, it's like, if you're interested in making some gold, I have some work you can make some decent coin.
How's that?
Like, I need some components gathered. It's a bit dangerous. I'm a little bit old myself where I would go take care of it. But, I mean, there's a bunch of you. It's like, you all come together?
Mm-hmm.
Like, huh. Go figure. It's like,
What's
like
that supposed to mean?
to the, a little bit west of here, around the mountain pass, there's some worms that have some valuable components. The good news is they tend to only travel in by themselves. However, if you could get me some of the organs, I would gladly pay you for the organs you collect. If collected appropriately. I mean, you don't have to be the most gentle, but don't fuck them up.
What skill is used for skinning and harvesting?
Survival, if you don't, it depends on what you're doing. Sometimes you get some dexterity stuff too, depending on how fast and whatnot. I mean, if you have tools, that helps also. Probably not Grunkle, but you could certainly try.
Which way did you say they were?
He's like, it's probably about 3 to 5 hours to the west, and he kind of points out a different window. Right around there, it's kind of like a flat, snowy plain. You tend to be able to see them from their mounds.
What is this? Worms?
Some sort of worm.
Okay.
Now, Nobel, would Ari be aware that another term for a dragon is worm?
This, thankfully, is a worm with a U. But,
Not a worm with a Y?
Not a worm with a Y.
A worm with an O.
Not a worm with an O either. Although it kind of looks like a worm with an O, but we won't pick on the creator.
I'm gonna ask him, how big are they?
He's like, it just depends on how old they are. He's like, but if you could get me, let me grab my book. He's like,
there.
if you could harvest heart, the liver, the gallbladder, the kidneys, and the brains, I'll pay 100 gold each. So if I
Each
summon,
organ?
if you for each or a properly intact organ. That means if you get more, I could buy up to 2 worms worth, but I have a feeling you'll probably be content after the first worm. Just forewarning, they're kind of nasty little critters. If you don't like cold, you might want to stand back.
How much for these? And I pull out a Mind Flayer finger and a sprig of that purple plant from when we first started. I got 5 sprigs of that.
Oh.
And I explain what it can do that I'm aware of.
He looks at it. He's like, how did you get your hands on that?
Found it in a cave.
I haven't seen that in years. Interesting.
Is he referring to the purple plant?
Yeah, he's like, I have some out back.
Could you explain to us what that actually does?
This, it brings on some, like, mild hallucinations, but it tends to clear up in, like, a week or 2, depending on how much you ingest, or how it's prepared.
And what if it's distilled?
I mean, it just depends on the quantity. But none of it's lethal.
About rain barrels full of it.
I mean, one person drinking barrels full of it? Or are we talking...
Can it be weaponized?
Well,
it could be weaponized, but I mean, it would have no grand long-term success. Even in its most refined form, the longest case I ever remember on one of my old assistants was probably about 3 weeks. After that, his senses returned to normal.
well,
It is kind of bothersome. They get a little bit weird looking for the duration, but you can. There's a few things you could do to remedy it.
So,
Which one you already found?
does it like enhance magical abilities, or
Nope.
it just
mildly
causes
toxic.
visions?
That's all.
Huh.
It's easy to grow and
How's
mass
it propagated?
quantity.
Is it with seeds, or you have to do cuttings, or what?
It's like they have seeds. It's like I have some
Yes,
intact ones in the
as
back.
long
if
as
you want
we've
to take
had this, these are probably dried out where I can probably get seeds off of them, couldn't I?
it.
Or were they flowering?
He doesn't really seem super interested. However, the Mind Flayer finger, he's like, now do tell me how you got one of these. Like, these are rare.
Off of a dead Mind Flayer.
Oh, you got your item too, by the way.
Saw.
Excellent.
Thank you.
He's like, for that. He's like, I'll give you, how about 100 gold?
Okay, I want to do an inside check. Do I feel like he's like trying to lowball me, or is this being cool?
So, roll an insight check. He seems pretty on the money.
So,
Question: Can I butt in on this?
I mean, he's a shopkeeper.
I'm gonna look over the shopkeeper and I'm gonna say, "You did say these were rare, right?
He's
Can
like, which one?
the Mind Flayer fingers?"
The finger.
Oh, I thought it was plural.
I only have one.
He took it
Alright,
off the mind flayer that you guys found.
Yeah, I thought it was plural. My bad.
Mhm.
I say,
Wish.
I'm gonna say, well, to help us get this worm you're looking for, could you pay us a better price to hopefully get some better equipment, possibly? And all in all, we'll be making a profit.
He's like, I don't think you'll. If you're in dire need of gold, most of my equipment you're not going to be able to afford. He's like, I can pay you for the orders. Make persuasion.
What do you say?
Persuasion.
Oh, okay, sorry. In tower and chat.
And chat's fine. He's like, maybe after we do some business we can talk. But let's see if you can take down one. Like I said, though, if you do find more worm parts, more money.
Out of curiosity, what's the result of Theris's identifier?
On the snow globe,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a snow globe chanted with like a minor illusion. When one looks into the globe,
You don't have to
Okay.
shake it. It looks like it's always snowing.
it looks like it's snowing, and then there's like some just random imagery that shows up. It's just a pretty snow globe.
I'll
Hold
hand it
on
back.
to the finger until we're done with his quest, and we can sell it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If we die, the gold won't do me any good anyway.
Hold on one sec.
I'll hand the globe back to Daft. Well, Theris says it's harmless.
But it feels so special.
Well, just because something's harmless doesn't mean it's not special.
Hey, old guy, can I take this?
He kind of looks at me. He's like, I'm not that old. He's like,
Young man, young guy.
like it's not mine. Sure, you're free to take it.
Did I
He
find
says
the
that
second
you
book?
just kind of feel like this weird, like buzzing vibration, almost as he says those words.
I'll whisper to Daft. I need to teach you how to, persuade people.
I mean, I got it.
He's
Do I still
the
have
shopkeeper.
the other book?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Do you want to pull it out?
I do want to pull it out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's that?
That was how Deft was assaulted by a book.
You let him look through it.
I guess.
He starts like
As long
flipping
as-
through the pages.
Well, you gotta ask permission first.
Yeah, and he just kind of
Ask-
watches. He starts flipping through.
Ask the book permission.
He seems less concerned. He just starts going page by page. He looks at each page for about 20 seconds or so. It's like, interesting. Where did you get this?
You know, it's the funniest story. I found it in a cave. It followed me.
Like, interesting. It's like, so it looks like just some sort of recorded history record. It's just mostly a bunch of names, and then there's some information regarding a couple of different items in here. Like, some of these are strange, and then just some weird rituals. Like, you got this from a hag, didn't you?
You got me.
Like, don't do deals with Hank, people. Like, you can trust me. Bad plan. He's like, there used to be one that lived up on the northern hill, but it's been gone for months now. Stupid things in their broom.
A hag with a broom, you say?
Yeah, they're creepy. They look, yeah. You'll know them if you see them. But, yeah, I haven't seen them
Did
in
she by
several months.
chance take the guise of a human?
You gather these are the different ones. These are the three that almost attacked you when you were trying to fight off the screamers.
Ah.
Yeah, seemingly they've been gone for a couple of months. It's like, but yeah, if you bring me the worm parts, I can afford up to 2.
Oh,
Like,
Madeline. How does
and
she
if you need any cold resistance potions, by all means, I sell those as well. He just kind of smiles at you.
Oh, give him a charming smile and look over to Madeline. How does she seem to be doing?
She slightly better being inside. He kind of looks at me and is like, "Oh, your friend over there doesn't look so hot."
No, she's missing a family member.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that.
Hey, do you have any hot chocolate potions?
He looks at you. How did you know? And he
Got an eye
looks
for
towards the
this.
back. I have some. How much you want?
2 cups.
Looks around. He goes in the back and gets like 2 little cups and hands them over to you.
I'll give them to the kids.
William looks super sad
William
right now.
doesn't get one.
Just like, sorry, dude, you're only one. You're too small.
Just a baby.
He looks
Happy.
pissed. You do watch, however, though. Who's been watching William?
Watching who?
Exactly.
Sorry, I can't really hear you.
It was just an appropriate answer, anyways. Who's been watching William?
Is the kids near him?
No one.
Okay, so he gets
If-
mad. He doesn't have hot chocolate.
If the kids were near William, then I would have been.
Well, William is 1.
Yeah,
He's a very functional 1, but 1.
yeah. But at heart, he's like old.
Well, he's the one who needs the watching, though. Because he's a spunky little kid. But anyways. So you got that. You give the kids their hot chocolate. She sips on it. She seems a little bit happier.
Hey, I don't suppose you have something that would help us locate this lost relative of hers, do you?
He looks around. I don't actually know who can. Let me double check. Oh, I don't think. No, he did. Okay. Unfortunately, locating things really isn't my specialty. I don't really have anything in. Those do tend to go a little bit quicker when they do come in. Yeah, unfortunately, can't really help you out there.
Ariel lean over the counter a bit, kind of accentuating her feature or her body. Would it be impossible for you to make something that could help us? It would mean a lot to us and to her.
He looks over. He's like, "Let me stop you right there." He's like, "But unfortunately," he's like, most of this stuff gets shipped to me. I don't make it all myself. Like, I mostly make the potions. I'm an alchemist." to see if we...
What's the city?
The city nearby, or the city you grew up in?
The city Emily is from.
Then Green Book. I believe that's tomorrow. Pretty sure.
Could you repeat that? You
Like Marrow. Marrow.
okay?
Hey, Ari, if you're trying to find something, I found this orb that finds things. You want to take a spin? Or what?
Do you remember how the orb works? It's like a Roomba. If it gets obstructed, it kind of keeps hitting it
Does its
until...
best.
It's like the little ball that could. You get the feeling little ball wouldn't do too well in the snow. And if little ball falls, he'll probably get way off.
Well, Thurs, do you think the two of them are capable of travel?
If what's capable of travel?
The children.
How do they look? Well, I don't know that we should take them into harm's way if we're going hunting dangerous things.
How
How large a city or town is this?
This is just a standalone building.
Just
the town that he told you that's like 2 days away is a dwarf.
There's just this
I'll
one
go.
building.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a solo building. There's some like green houses outside. It's basically just like an alchemist's cabin. He does have a shop that he runs here, though.
2 days away is a dwarven village.
Yeah, there's a dwarven city that's actual city 2 days away. Other than that, there's like a couple of little things, but nothing's really super charted out. You just have to find.
But I
local.
know of that town, or more specifically, anything with
This isn't-
orphanages from that
This
town.
isn't even in your kingdom. This is from where you were. You're like 30 days travel on foot from where you were when you got teleported. This is past the northern borders of Arcadia, and well in there's this area even north of that called the Thorns, which is like a forest of these massive thorns that last for like a day or two. You're even past that, so you're like way in the map.
I have no knowledge of this area.
You've never even.
Okay.
I mean, you've heard scary stories of random things, but even those are kind of vague because most of those you've heard about your general area.
What do we
Yeah, the
know of
only
dwarves? Are they
person-
typically they're honorable and stuff like that, or is it just varied like
For the
humans?
most part, they tend to be okay. The northern kingdom of Arcadia does have a good population of dwarves as well, and they do some business with people up here. There are kingdoms up here. Other than that, it's basically no man's land. So basically, whoever claims it basically has it, because no one necessarily.
Just trying to
lasts
decide
long.
if I would know enough about dwarves if they had an orphanage there to watch the children till we could pick them up. Not abandoning
Not
them, but
specifically for you. Really haven't been a big part of dwarven culture. I mean, you know dwarves, but
is anybody in the party? Do we have dwarves or anybody that knows them well?
you lost your dwarven expert. Your dwarf died,
He was
and
not
Randy's not here.
dwarf.
He grew up in a dwarven city.
So we could try to leave the children and the dwarven
He actually
city
grew up in this
with a good
dwarven
home
city.
until we can pick them back up. And what about leave Kern and Ewan here?
You could do that. You don't need everyone to go hunt a worm.
Or do
Would
we?
it be alright to
It's up to you guys. You can leave as many people as you want behind. The best part is D&D. I just have to watch.
We leave Kern because Newen's always got the healing spirit.
They both have healing
Oh,
spirit,
do they?
but Newen probably is a little bit more powerful, and you do have a lot of damage. And Kern is also only level 7. He did not level up when you leveled up.
We only need one to
That's
babysit.
discrimination.
He hasn't been through enough.
He lived. He doesn't. He looks a little irritated too. You get the feeling he's a little bit miffed that he's kind of been robbed of his revenge. Like he was so close, you could feel it.
I'm gonna look at it. Don't worry, we'll get our revenge eventually.
You can live vicariously through us and get experience.
Apparently not enough.
Don't worry. Doesn't he know he's on a milestone system? He doesn't need experience.
So you want to? What do you want to do with Kern and the kids?
So leave Kern, William, and the other 2 kids here, so William could put up his hotel, and they can just stay safe there while we go hunt.
About this time, as you start talking about William, you just hear a crashing sound at the door. It looks like William was trying to take out like a metal chalice. However, apparently, as you're watching him play tug of war with the chalice, apparently he can't take it out of the building. Good thing you didn't try to steal anything.
Good thing.
He's like, does that belong to you? And Theris, you also do remember he is still one, and probably want to cure him at some point.
That
Oh,
what?
little baby's
What
doing
I remember?
crap.
Remove curse.
Oh yeah. We just gotta have an evening to rest. Well, we've already rested.
Yeah, you could have swapped it out. You didn't necessarily.
No, I had
rest.
it ready. It's just I hadn't had a
Oh
chance
no,
to
no.
cast.
Yeah, I rested all of you. So you didn't rest, but you became rested.
Yeah, it's already prepared.
Yeah, so he's literally like a little tiny halfling baby that can walk that's trying to pull a chalice out of the door.
Yeah, I'll fix that then.
Ariel,
He cast it.
Pick him up, pick up the chalice, put the
What's the
chalice
cast
back.
timer? Is it action?
Casting is touch for 1 action.
You just go over, put your hand on it, and he just turns back into his normal age. He's like, "Aww." He keeps trying to pull the cup. He's like, he's like, fine. He puts it down. You sure you wanted to leave the wizard?
Well, he's not a child anymore.
He still could cast either way. But do you want to leave him? He was going to summon a hut for the kids, or do you want to bring him with you guys?
I guess technically, if there's the hut, if we can have him do a hut and stay with the kids close by, and we've got someplace to retreat to if need be.
Do that. Depends. You just got to find, essentially from what he said, you just got to find one of these mounds.
We just got to wait 10 minutes for him to get that thing up.
Out of curiosity, what are the children adorned? Like, just commoner clothes or like
whatever clothes that they had.
Okay. Do they have shoes?
Emily, no.
All they've been through, they probably got like rough bottoms of the feet. They're all calloused up.
They're a little bit on the rough side. Madeline does have shoes, but they're a little bit ragged.
Looking around, does the shop seem to have clothes?
Not like a clothing section. There are articles of clothing, but you probably gather they're enchanted and for sale.
I grew up on the streets. If you give me some, I can put something together to help protect their feet with some scraps.
I got an extra pair of boots.
I know all about doing that.
I'm pretty sure you could probably fit them in boots that would fit you.
The shopkeeper kind of looks over. Like, everything okay over there, folks?
Yeah, we're just discussing best
logistics.
Ah.
And during our last rest, I'll have blown my Find Familiar component, my last one, so I can get Ben back.
Okay. You watch you summon Ben. The kids are like, ah!
Except I think this time.
What do you want him to be?
I'm going to try an owl.
All right. You summon a owl. They kind of both look at him as they're drinking their hot chocolate.
But don't worry, we'll be going to get the worms for you. Do you want us just to bring
They can stay here. I mean, you need to watch them. Like, I'm not going to watch them. One of you could stay and watch them. But you could stay here while you guys go off and collect.
That's
like, I actually got to go do some work. Like, just don't steal anything. And then he, like, is there anything else you need? I got to get some work done.
Out of curiosity, do you want us to just, like, bring the organs or try and bring the actual full worm back?
Do you have anything we could use to transport the organs so they stay in good condition?
He looks at you and he's like, nope. He's like, but hey, on the bright side, keeping them cool won't be a problem.
Also, do the worms need to be raw?
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, say they were exposed to some extreme heat and parts of their body were, for lack of a better word, cooked. Is that okay?
Don't damage the organs.
Yeah, but like, is cooked damage or?
Is the hide worth anything, or just
He's
the
like,
organs?
how about this? If you char one to the point where you have to ask yourself that question, the answer is probably.
So I'm gonna ask him: is the hide worth anything to anyone?
Like maybe people that make stuff out of hide. Like not me though.
Oh, Kern, would you be okay with watching the children while we go and hunt down these worms, or would you rather come with us?
He looks outside. He looks at the kids. Yeah, I got this covered. He's like, hey, old man, you have any more of that hot chocolate? He walks back. It's already too late. You feel another cold breeze.
Did you see what I typed in chat?
To me? Hold on.
No, to the shopkeep.
Technically, that isn't me. You get the feeling he's not super concerned about it. He already offered to let him kind of sit there while they wait.
Okay, just double checking.
He likes kids, at least, for the most part. Not sure about tieflings, but at least Gronkum and Takoya are half orcs and not orcs, so that works in favor. Orcs not nearly as nice, and there's a lot of half orcs in the northern part of Arcadia.
And hey, aren't Dr. very likable?
Alright, so you guys gather up. You bring William, or you leave him behind?
Yeah, we'll bring him. After all, if we leave him behind, I get the feeling he's going to try some tiny head shenanigans to walk out with that chalice.
You're probably not wrong. He did try it once before, and it wasn't completely unsuccessful.
Let's see your magic word stop this.
Gronkum, you hold him out. Make a persuasion check.
I'm not making popcorn for this, I swear.
He's like, to be honest, if you're really looking to move these, you're better off selling them in town. I can't really use these that well. I can't enchant this material. And if I can't enchant it, it doesn't do me much good.
Puts him back away and heads outside.
Okay. And then he walks back into his thing with a cold breeze. Puts his door shut.
And I think we'll all wander out now that everything is kind of planned.
Yep,
Oh,
me too.
Well, and just kind of looks around the room. It's like, you think he'd mind if we borrowed? You don't think he couldn't have enchanted them all to not go out of the building, right?
William, I think he enchanted the building to stop them from going out.
But hear me out. If
No.
No!
He just kind of his head hangs low and he just walks out. Fine. All right, so you guys are heading outside. It is still pretty cold. You guys heading over or anywhere else you want to look around? Or are you heading over towards where the worms hopefully are?
I think we'll start heading towards where the worms are.
Okay.
Hey, Greg, you want to take point and
do me a favor,
track down the worms?
update the order in the party sheet for where you guys are, and then for any of you who are flying, let me know.
Oh, of course, Ari's definitely flying.
You're still at 20
These
feet?
worms, yeah, she'll probably be at 20 feet. These worms are, I can almost guarantee, are going to come out of the ground at us.
Hopefully they're
biting
not
this-
purple in color.
Well, he
20
said
feet
just
is
make
like
sure
perfect
that
biting this. I'm gonna drink. I'll be right back.
it's just maybe.
What?
I get the feeling
it's back.
we're level 8. I'm guessing it's probably going to be purple worm, would be my guess, out of character speaking, due to the fact that he said, you know, it may have some issues if you have problems with cold. And a purple worm is the only worm off the top of my head I can think of that, if I recall correctly, has a cold breath.
I'm actually
Remoraz.
Hmm.
kind of confused there, Nobel. Why is Helmingor Gandalf the White now?
Alright, so we have Gronkum up front, Helman.
That's the character of mine that died.
Well, now he's over here with Karen as a ghost.
all one.
Ooh, spooky. Deft, you gonna be on the ground, or are you gonna be flying up with Ari?
I think I'll be on the ground probably. I'm probably turning over the snow globe in my hand still.
I'll be the guy at the back of the line.
Remoraz.
Deft, come on up here.
What?
Remoraz are the
Come on up here. It's safer.
cold.
No, it's okay.
Damn this mic. I'm trying to mute my mic.
Cold Empire.
So take a look at the party sheet. Heather, is this the formation we want, guys?
Takoya's not there.
There.
Takoya is tanky, right?
Yeah, she's a level 8 half-orc fighter.
Oh man, I forgot I
That
had
should be
Jin this
somewhere
whole
like in the
time.
middle.
I'll be towards the front-ish. I'm not at the desk right now.
For some reason, I can only picture like Tremors and Tremors 2 right now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're gonna need dynamite, lots of dynamite.
Apparently, there's a new one where they're in some place that's cold, so this fits well.
They ended up making like a bunch of those.
Yep,
You
I
can
like
find
the first
Kevin
ones
Bacon.
though.
I think this is the formation we plan on. The 5-foot squares.
All right.
Our phallic-shaped party order.
Oh, yeah. Warlock's still
It's
on here.
beautiful.
Funny. Fantastic. Everyone's on the sheet too, I think. No, it's nothing.
Everyone except Takoya.
Takoya.
That's cool.
This kind of reminds me of one tale I've heard in one of my prior D&D groups, where they had a player who was just notoriously really quiet.
Is that the play?
Yeah. And he wasn't able to make it for a few sessions, and they ended up replacing him with like a pillow that they drew a smiley face on, and half the people didn't even notice he wasn't there.
What?
That's awesome.
Wow.
All right, so I need. Oops, heading up the shenanigans to roll a survival check for me. To venture forth.
Sorry.
What gives you advantage again? I forgot.
That was an advantage. I accidentally double clicked.
You want me to roll survival too? Or something?
You can. Yours would be more of like a covering than figuring out where you're going, since you got
He either rolled a 1 or a 20, and I'm guessing it's a 1.
I'm guessing a 1 too. It'd still be a 10 technically.
All right. Let me just roll something real quick. Okay. You guys kind of venture on for about a couple of hours. You make it through the forest, and you see in front of you the giant snow plane. Goes on for quite some distance. You guys look around, you don't see any mounds out here specifically. What do you guys want to do? Well, it's like, oh, great, now what?
Keep going.
Go where?
Sorry, I
So
blanked out for a
big.
moment. Could you repeat? We ended up where?
You're basically at the snowy plain, so it's just a massive plain of like flat, snowy awesomeness.
Legolas, what does your Isle of Eyes see?
You don't have any else.
I look over and say, "Stupid question. If me and my horse can make a bunch of noise stomping on the ground, do you think that'll attract it?"
This is gonna turn into summer, isn't
The question is, do you want to be inside the worm, or
it?
How else do you want to attract it?
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard, that's for sure.
Do we see any of these mounds anywhere?
Thanks, Kevin Bacon. Nah, not in your current location.
Okay, we just go more exploring.
Someone needs to tweet at Kevin Bacon. Hey.
well, all right. If you and or Gronkin want to go stomping around, go for it.
Are there any stone outcrop? God damn it. Are there any stone outcroppings anywhere?
Not that you can see now.
Climb a tree.
Cliff faces. But that's roughly it.
Just don't climb a power tower.
My salvage is
I haven't-
one.
That poor homeless guy never got down.
Oddly enough, the map we'll probably use for this does have runes on it. And some rocks, but they're not actually.
Do we have at least an elephant gun?
Unfortunately, we do not.
Do we have a redneck with a wall of guns?
So are we going with the Tremor's horse plan? Is that plan number one?
I think that is.
I think so.
one.
I thought we were just
You know
gonna
what?
be looking more for
I'm
these.
I'm a little bit proud. I'm a little bit proud. Just a little bit.
I think the only person who had thaumaturgy, actually, does theirs have thaumaturgy? Was Clark's.
I don't think you pick it.
No?
Nope, I've got
Then I think-
prestidigitation.
The only person who had thaumaturgy was Nicodemus.
Correct. He's currently
Incapacitated
Filling the hole.
indefinitely.
yes. We got that. All right. So how are we going to execute plan Eat the Horse?
Well, Ara's gonna fly up in the air and kind of watch as people stop her. Probably getting ready to throw a firebolt or something at said worm when it emerges.
All right. So you're going to have her up and get a firebolt. What's everyone else prepping?
I'm gonna put
I
my ear to the
activated-
ground and listen.
I activated the rights on both my weapons, my crossbows.
All right. Go ahead and get your stuff up, your mage armor.
Debating whether or not Ari needs mage armor for this encounter.
Max has his horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Sorry, I mean, I was focused on the food.
So why don't we just send Max on his horse out into the field?
That's what we're doing.
Huh.
They're just prepping attacks.
But if you want to stomp around too, I mean, you know.
That's
couldn't
you guys.
hurt.
Yeah, Gronk will try to race the horse.
Okay, so Gronkum and Max.
I think Grogum's actually faster
You're
than the
definitely
horse.
trying to be loud. What's your speed? Actually, they're pretty close. Hold on, now I gotta check. Now you make
Gronk has a speed of 40.
Gronk
horse
is still
would be just
technically slow. The
by
horse
like
is still a
2
bit
feet.
faster. Not for forever. When he gets high level, Gronkum will be faster than the horse.
Well, he's also got Spirit of the Eagle. If I
Exactly.
start raging, I can go 80 feet.
Yeah, if he rages, he can outrun the horse. So the two of you are going to try to make a distraction. So just go ahead and make performance checks for me as this loud, wonderful charade commences. I'm assuming everyone else is holding attacks.
I was gonna listen for worms.
You're gonna look for what?
Listen for worms
I'll listen to some more. Okay, roll a perception check.
with my special
Oh
hearing
yeah,
necklace.
roll with advantage because you got the necklace.
Oh,
Nice.
You
Ow.
listen for a while, and you hear. You just watch Gronkum and Max and his horse just going back and forth across this field for about 5 minutes. Seemingly nothing happening. And then while it's running, all of a sudden you hear a clanging sound, like a sword strike. But you don't see it. It's coming from further east of your current location. And you hear a scream. And then all of you kind of hear a louder, it sounds like a large dog yelping off in the distance.
I say, let's head in that direction. That's probably the thing.
Deft hears that.
Deft hears the person scream. We hear the dog yelp.
You all hear the dog, but Def knows the direction that they're in.
sounds like something's going on to the east. This is really boring. You guys
Technically,
want to go check?
Gronkum and the horse.
All right,
You guys are
Deft
still
with me. Let's everyone start moving.
you got to catch your horse and your half orc. They're out in the field.
Alright, who's got the lasso?
Just shoot a firebolt in there. They'll see it. Nothing else will see it.
Well, did we hear the dog yelp?
No, the two of you guys did not. You're two having too much fun making all the other sounds.
Deft, come on up with me. Everyone, let's start moving out. That includes you two.
You're already like yelling.
And gonna cast an expeditious retreat and start moving as fast as I can towards that side.
Okay. As you crest the ridge, and you get there first because you're flying faster, you see what appears to be a human man engaged with quite a very large worm. He is also next to what appears to be a larger wolf that is fighting him. You do notice his sword apparently got disarmed from him and is close to the worm and he cannot get to it. So basically it's the worm, the sword, the dog, and him.
Can I make
And
an
the
attack?
dog and the worm look like they're going to try and eat him.
No, the dog is protecting the guy.
Can I make a quick attack?
Okay.
You're not there yet.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire around the guy and have it radiate out.
He's pretty close to it.
That's fine. I
You
can
can
put
drop
him
a
close
foot
to the
on
wall.
I'm just gonna say, wouldn't that
Since it's going to radiate out, so inwards will be safe.
But the worm could just dig under the wall, can it?
This is actually an interesting concept.
Depends
here.
on how intelligent they are.
So first of all, let me drop my human.
Don't really want to drive the worm away, though.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Don't want the guy to get eaten either.
I don't know him.
Alright, let me draw the map up real quick. Yeah, that's a big one. I didn't make this one. You can't do it.
Don't worry, Nobel. We will judge you harshly for the map.
Are you just using a party sheet, or you got an actual map?
I'm making an actual map. I'm just grading it really quick.
Also, I can adjust the size of the wall of fire, so I can make it, depending on the size of the worm, I can make the actual inside of the wall too small for the worm to occupy without, burning.
Oh, we'll let you see the worm. Okay, so they are more or less. He's over here. The worm found. Puppy. And worm. Yeah. Okay. Down. Here. Here. Token. And that. For the moment. Hold on. Don't move him. Don't draw quite yet because in the worm. It's not actually a purple worm. It just fits the type. Alright. So, technically the rest of the group is not here yet. You got here around, say, 1 round long, since you're in nice. Ari. Here you are. You're 30 feet up in the air. And there's your worm.
Ooh.
What? Is that small? I think it should be larger.
So, yeah, 20-foot high wall, effectively 50 feet long, but, it encompasses those two. Will erupt around with the damage side being outwards, so it's safe to be on the inside.
Okay. What's the casting distance?
120 feet.
Okay, you should be fine.
Yeah, since I'm 50 from the worm, definitely within range. When it first erupts, the worm must make a saving throw.
It actually does not need to, because
Oh.
it has an offsetting cold that does just as much damage. But it does hold it back from him.
Oh, so it raised.
Oh, yeah.
It's combating my flames.
It's going to be your favorite type of threat. It has an aura. All right. Now I need everyone to roll it.
I give up.
Nice.
I probably should just take the day off on that one.
Well, no, we need someone to be a Nat 1 magnet, so the rest of us don't roll them. Because, I mean, let's be honest, if you're not rolling them, one of us is going to have to.
Alright. Who, Def, you want to play Declare? Do you still have Declare?
Yeah, I can play.
Alright. Toy is open for you. Kern is not here.
The concentration effect.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. Why did the dog roll so well? And then go ahead and roll initiative for Declare as well. And yeah. Alright, so you guys don't get to go till next round, so Bronco, you don't get to go yet. Sir Ed.
He's now surrounded by a wall of fire.
He is very confused. He looks forward. He can't get to his weapon. Not 100% sure what's going on at the moment. Shit.
Where's his weapon?
In front of the worm.
Roughly like right here.
Well, let's call a spade a spade. Where's the worm's weapon?
He's not sure what to do at the moment. He is going to take the dodge action. Yes, that's the only weapon here. New one's not here yet. The worm. The worm sees the fire. And it begins to kind of look around. It sees you. But then it goes back to the dog. It's going to try to bite the dog. Through the fire. As it actually goes straight into it. Go ahead and cast. It's a save, right?
I believe it's only a save on the initial. Let's see. When the wall appears within Dick saving. The side of the wall is selected.
Anytime they hit it, it should save. Or, maybe?
No, it's just flat damage every time after.
Okay, since he attacks through it and he hits it, go ahead and drop it on him. He is resistant to it. And then you'll see the order.
I mean, it makes sense that it's vulnerable to frost worm.
It's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Also, that was a very weedy roll by my wall. 1, 2, 3, 1, 7. Creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time. On a turn. Ends its turn.
Drop damage on it again really quick.
Okay, do you want me to just drop the same damage or roll new damage?
Just drop the same damage. That's fine. Why is it doing?
It's hard-coded into the worm.
I coded the entire worm.
Even your subconscious knew it needed to be vulnerable.
Okay. What did I do?
Me and Shadow are double timing it over in that direction. Or Knight, I should say. Excuse me.
You already are making that. He's just faster than all of you. He used
Expedious retreat.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, that what?
I flew over with Expedious retreat. Why I
Yeah.
flew
I was just saying I'm still way over there. I'm just double timing it over towards the direction you went.
All right. Just back. Yeah, you guys get there in one.
He's just trying to get the worm working.
Yeah, so I'm basically moving at 120 feet as fast as I
The
can.
worm really wants to be vulnerable to fire.
Mhm.
Like, it's practically begging at this point.
All right, drop your original attack on him again, and that should bring him to where. There we go. I don't know why I was doing that.
It has resistance to fire.
You'll see. Well, maybe. Depends.
Oh, it only took 7
I'm not gonna
damage.
I'm not gonna make any promises. What was his initiative was
12.
What? 12. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he hits him, okay. So did I roll his attack? Oh yeah, no, that hit. That was yeah, that definitely.
Yeah, I rolled a 30.
21 points of piercing damage as he bites onto the dog. Oh, actually, hold on. That brings up another good point.
Wait a minute. That's a noble. His name is Sir Edward. Let him die. We have never had good outings with
The dog actually has to make a dexterity, so he's only sized large. And he is swallowed.
Not a lot I can do about that.
So you just hear, and then no more dog. It just kind of begins to move around a little bit.
Light counter.
It is then going to take the burrow action, or burrow movement. Okay. It burrows down, you see a decently sized hole in the ground. This is a very large, about a 10-foot hole where the worm was. You're not here, you're not here. Oh, you're here. So, too many people.
Okay, well.
So you see the hole where it just went down, and then you have your fire up. You no longer see the dog.
6 kind of flying upwards.
You look as the knight kind of looks up and sees you. It's very interesting.
I can fireball the worm from where I am. Fireball's a great spell, but I don't think it goes around corners then explodes.
Can't you shoot it
Not
down the
your
hole?
class options, no. There are classes that can do it, though.
So, wait a moment.
You're also not sure how deep down it went. Maybe it's not that deep.
That's an idea. I know what I know what I'm gonna do.
What are you doing?
I'm going to.
Did you try to fly 60 feet?
I'm going to cast as a bonus action Dimension Door using a Quicken spell.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and put myself right there, 90 feet up in there. Since I think it's like a 500-foot teleport.
So if you're going above 30 feet in the air, you're going to need to make an acrobatic.
Okay. Make said acrobatics. Is 15 sufficient?
Your 15 holds you. It's breezy, but you flip over, you see a hole, and you can see the worm down there. Yeah, he's burrowing down.
And I can't throw fireball this round, but I can throw a firebolt at it.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Go ahead, throw it at it.
So,
Kind of lets out like a shrill scream. The kid near it kind of looks at you.
Let the wolf out.
William's not here. Delete the moment. The wolf. Alright, so hold on. So at the top of its turn.
Does this bird tickle the insides and he starts spitting the shit out?
It is blinded and restrained.
I know in an older, like in 3.5, you could use light and natural weapons to attack a creature that had you swallowed.
So it's
I don't-
restrained. You can attack while restrained because you're in there. You just get disadvantage.
Okay.
It really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're like, I'm going to cast Fireball, and if it were an attack, it's kind of hard to miss sometimes, depending on what you're doing. So yes, if he's swallowed,
while outside worm.
he can't really do anything. So yeah, he's gonna attack inside the stomach. Oh, actually, I forgot he can do that. Yeah, he's gonna do that. All right, I need you to make a perception check.
No, but you should know better than this.
Doesn't need to be much. You watch as near as it's looking back up at you, near the top part of its body, you just watch as this bulge expands inside of its throat. You can't see it, but he's gonna take his attack.
Now, the positive note is the worm is going to act as a perfect shield for the dog when I drop a fireball down there.
It is actually, as part of the description, the dog is fully protected while inside, except from like the stomach. Other than that,
yeah. Except for the worm, but yeah.
He misses. Being blinded, restrained.
Yeah, I can imagine trying to bite a worm while it's
Okay.
constricting you from
So
inside.
this time, you guys are coming in here. Drunken Moon. Cool. There's Max has a horse. But it's also super snowy. Please be a little closer. William. Not and we'll start. Alright. Drop him. You break over the top of the hill. That's a big fucking worm.
Isn't the worm underground?
Oh no, you just saw it. Hold on, that's right. You just see Ari hovering over what appears to be like a 10-foot hole. And then you see this human knight in pretty decent looking armor surrounded by a wall of fire. And you hear a dog growling. Can't really see where the dog is, but the dog seems pretty pissed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get as close.
You got that 80-foot movement.
If I'm raging,
Oh yeah.
actually, I could just
You haven't seen the
use
worm
dash
yet,
as an.
you know something's going on though. I mean, the giant wall of fire on the guy, you may assume she's trying to keep him in there too. It's kind of hard to tell from a distance. Because it's a wall of fire, you can't tell which way it's pointing.
It's pointing to the fiery side.
The hotter side of the fire.
Oh, right. That actually reminds me. I should probably mark off the radii.
Alright, what's going on?
The worm's eating the dog.
So it was like, he sees his dog in there. He's gonna run through. So go ahead. Does he have to say, or it's only in the first save? So he's got to take the damage. So roll your damage on him.
I do not condone his course of actions because he's in a really bad spot.
He beats his dog. Ouch. All right, he kind of burns as he runs through it, and he jumps in the hole. He's going to jump on top of the one, and he is going to take strikes with his lance. First strike. Actually, he's going to do that as well.
Drawn out the approximate radius of the damagey side of the wall.
He's quite angry. He's going to use his Justice Strike attack. That's going to be
I'm back.
Welcome
a
back.
natural 19. That's a 30. Yeah, that hits. So that is an extra.
Wait, did the guy get eaten too now?
No, he ran
Jumped
through
on
the
it.
wall of fire and jumped on top of the worm.
So base damage, he takes 14 points of damage, and then he takes an additional 4d8 plus 27 plus 27, 31 points of additional damage. That takes up all of his attacks, and he's going to attempt to hold on to the worm that's eating his dog. Newen is going to move up to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to look around, sees Newen, sees Ari, sees the hole. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to take the rest of his action. 10, 25, 30. Deploy.
Decoy is going to use your movement, get as close as possible. $30 and do another 30 for her action.
Decoy sees big hole.
Hey, look,
it's
takes
your
her.
turn again.
That's it.
Your turn.
I'm going to do exactly the same thing.
Except you can do it 3 times.
Yeah.
I miss my rope.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually got to play D&D in like months. When was the last time we played Andy's campaign?
Forever.
I finally get my staff. I won 3rd place. I sent him and tell them, and I'm like, Andy, I extend my arm.
I think Skrok prefers to play than run.
Yeah, that's alright. I actually prefer running more than playing, but playing is nice sometimes.
Especially when you're a 4-armed blue giant gnome.
I didn't play. I played, let's see, for this, I think I played with these guys for like 3 months, and then I just started DMing. And then I pretty much DM'd full time from then on.
Well,
Paris.
I can get right there. Can I know?
Well,
Was anybody seen any kind of damage or heard things going off?
From what you could tell, you saw a knight run through a fire and jump into a hole. And you see Ari above a hole. You see a big circle of fire behind them, but that's about it. You do hear like muffled, loud wolf growl.
I'll test it out.
And technically, he increased.
See if fire.
Oh, he didn't increase the size. Oh no.
Is it affected by fire?
Go ahead. You can't actually hit it right now. It's down in the hole. It's only
it's in a
visible
hole.
for,
Okay.
yeah, it burrowed down.
Then never mind the attack. Well, if that's I'll double move then. I'm gonna hide around the corner of that tree.
Okay. Brings us to Frosty, the frostworm. He's going to raise back up with the knight on his back. The knight needs to make an athletics or acrobatics to try and hold on. Ooh, that's a lot of strength.
I know. It's just hoping this isn't a 90-foot long.
That is a 26. He manages to hold on to the worm. This worm is gargantuan. just for reference.
It's a big one.
It's a big worm. It raises up, kind of feels the night on it. It sees you, Ari. It's got something in its throat. You watch as it spits it out, as it can only swallow things that are large, and the wolf was large until it enlarged. It cannot use his ability to grow. And then he's going to go ahead. Let's see. And he's really not liking, where'd the knight go? I'm going to put him here. He's going to attempt to, well, actually, at the start of its turn, sorry about that. Ari, how high are you up in there?
90 feet.
Okay, you're good. I need...
So I said, I hope it's not a 90-foot long worm.
Well, actually, no, I'll say that the acid didn't hit the dog because he expanded. However, Sir Edward and Death each take...
Oh, from the cold? Or it's cold AoE?
6 points of cold damage just from being near to...
They don't get saving
Nope.
throws?
No save.
Hmm.
It's just an immensely cold field that's around this.
Okay.
Where did... Death. There you put your 6 points.
I got him.
And then got it.
Did you
Cool.
grab a feat? Or did you increase your ability scores?
Alright, it's gonna make the attack at the knight. So you watch as the body curls back around and it goes to attempt to bite it. This would be really great if we're old enough. That is a 26, that's definitely gonna hit. That is 20 points of piercing damage. 18 points of cold damage. And he is swallowed. Calling the dog, technically. But he's no longer blind. Alright. So that was his only action. Max!
Okay.
You watch this big motherfucking worm burst out of the earth, barf up a giant wolf, and then swallow this guy whole.
Okay, from there, do I have a clear line towards the worm?
As far as like a charge distance or a line of
Yes.
sight?
Charge.
You would need to be. Can you go up like a little bit? Like if you were up 5 feet, that line wouldn't go through. So see where it hits the hillside and the tree.
Okay.
You'd want to go up the other way.
Okay.
Like almost. Oh no, because yeah, Gronkum would be blocked. Between Gronkum
So-
and them, you would have to go around the long way and then charge in from like the.
Okay, so I move
How
up
far do you need? I thought it was going like 20
at
feet.
least 20 feet straight.
So you would need to run basically between Tekoya and Theris, and then
And does
You'd
this
have
pick
to
up
run
my
straight.
action, or the horse's action, when they exit, or do we
and
act?
you move together when you're mounted.
Okay, so that would take up his action. I can still attack with
It's
mine.
his movement. I believe you share move. I'll have to double check that, but I know you share that. What's his full movement? 60.
60 full. Yeah.
Can you make that in 60?
I thought with the charge you have to at least do the. I thought with the charge you don't have to do the.
Oh,
English
it's
is
just
hard,
you're
I'm sorry.
using the charging action because you get it when you use and why.
He's about 12 squares-ish away. If he goes
Yeah, so
Charges.
basically use your action to
or,
do movement, and then you get like a free action as part of that. Correct? Is that what you're trying to do, or a different?
I guess it would be 13.
How does the horse's action work with my actions? How does that work? 'Cause I actually don't.
Hold on.
I never really did mount to combat before.
So, let me just refresh real quick.
funny thing. I was a cavalier
Yeah,
and we never got a horse.
You can follow rules. While you're mounted, you have two options. You can either control the mount or allow it to act independently. Intelligence is varying with the you control mount only trained with rider. Kind of, yeah, it's already automatically trained. It moves you direct and it has only 3 action options: dash, disengage, or dodge. A controlled mount can move and act even on the turn that you mount it. An independent mount retains its place in initiative order, bearing around. Okay, so the horse does get its own movement action, it looks like, and then you get your own being on top of it, if I'm reading this correctly.
But
An independent mount retains its place in the initiative. Bearing, yeah, if it's separate, I guess.
The thing is, with the fine steed, we have like a telepathic connection.
Mhm.
So, would I have to use my action to control mount since we're technically like?
No, it's just saying you can only have it do those 3 actions if you can control it. So by controlling it, you can have it do 3 actions. Otherwise, it would just be a horse. So you can have it move. So when you're mounted on it, you can move up to its speed.
Mm-hmm.
It can take an action, but it can only take a dash, a disengage, or a dodge. It can't attack or anything like that.
Okay, gotcha.
But it can dash, so it can go like 120 feet.
Then I'll have a dash up to next to the.
Okay. It's the best part about horses. So, Knight charges up.
Let's see, Hunter's Mark or Thunderous Smite.
Well, one of those is a one-time pop. The other one lasts the entire combat.
True.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, Hunter's Mark is a bonus action. Yes. Okay. And would I get advantage on it since the wolf is on the other side? And technically, I don't know if it's an ally, but it is a combatant of the worm.
As far as you get flanking, it's currently prone.
Is it prone?
It's prone, but
just got spit out.
Okay.
No, I'll give it to you because you're on the left, the knight's in the stomach, and the dog's on the right, so it's flanking, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Full advantage. I forget I get 2 attacks at this level. Holy shit, I get 2 attacks at this level. And knock on the spine. So I should automatically get the extra d6. There we go. Yep. Second attack. Ooh. Yeah, I'll use up a first level spell slot for a smite.
Okay.
Pretty sure I won't get any extra damage. It's not a fiend or anything, so whatever. Damage. And I believe that is all I can do.
Carefully don't damage those organs, boys.
Yeah.
Alright, Firebug, what do you want to do? I assume it involves fire or your sword.
Is the worm's mouth open?
It comes and goes. Why? What do you want to do?
Ari's gonna sigh and say, I can't believe I'm gonna do this.
Do I?
She's going to partially allow gravity and more or less try and swoop down into the worm's mouth.
Okay. Roll an acrobatics check. You may be
Do I get advantage due to the fact that I don't think the worm is going to resist this particular maneuver?
Actually, no. If anything, you actually get disadvantage because of how high you are up in the air when you're flying down.
I'll roll 1, and then I'll roll a second, and you tell me which.
Well, you go down. You get caught in the wind. Roll a percentile dice for me really quick. Because you can't technically, swallow. Okay, nice. You know what? I'm gonna allow it. So he opens up his mouth and you fall in. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. I'm assuming you don't want to go deep down in there.
I want to go as deep down as the night is.
As you catch, okay, so you hold on to like one of these rogue tooths in the back. Thankfully, you don't cut yourself. Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
I don't care about like holding on to the tooth or anything. Like going straight down.
Okay. Then it closes its mouth behind you. It's kind of dark. You sit there.
Fine.
You find him. He's currently his lance is like stuck into the side of it, and he's kind of like holding himself against the side of its throat. You kind of bump it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. This is gross.
You got another slot, didn't you?
I'm gonna grab a hold of him. Bonus action to get 4th level back. Then I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Let me check one quick thing. I'm pretty sure you're cool, but let me.
Dimension Door does not require line of sight and can be used.
Nope, not what I was worried about. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Different NPC.
Yeah. And I'm gonna teleport the two of us. Somewhere over here, say 100 feet, and probably up in the air 90 feet.
You're gonna hold him up in the air?
Yep.
He's in full plate.
We're probably going to start drifting downwards.
Drifting is a very generous word.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, if you want to do it, by all means, you can certainly try. That's just you're a very small tiefling, and that's a very large human.
Do I have to make him bring all his equipment? You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed your carry. One creature of your size who's carrying.
Doesn't he get his own capacity?
It's gear carry capacity. The creature must be. Yeah, it is up to his gear capacity. I was just double checking that.
Yeah, if you're going to hold him and fly, you're going to need to make an athletics check. Or at least maybe you don't want to start at 80. Maybe try to go up to 80 later. Maybe go to like 20.
Yeah, she'll go with, she'll even just go with like 5. Okay. Maybe even over behind these trees.
Do an athletics check. I'm going to laugh at you nat 20 this if you wasted it.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, natural 2. Thank goodness. Good call. All right, so you and the knight.
Yep.
Teleport over here.
Right. And then I imagine we, probably end up on the ground.
My hero.
You are.
Oh, William hasn't gone yet.
That's covered in worm. Yeah.
All right, William. A little bit irritated that he's no longer a child. 5, 10.
Yeah, I'm glad that dimension door is coming handy.
What is he have? Oh, I could get another spell for him. Hold up. I'm picking him a new spell. The one he has is not useful in any of our currencies.
Oh, right. I forgot. I take cold damage for going near the worm, right?
Did you start your turn? Let's see.
No, I started 90 feet in the air, and I
Let me double check. 1 second.
Dove down. I don't know if it's when you enter or not.
Oh, he would not take that. I know exactly what he would take. And it seems like a time that William would use it.
Oh, so I will be right back.
William looks over at you, Gromcom, with a kind of happy look. After seeing Newen pull this off, he decided to his turn as well. He is going to cast Polymorph on you and turn you back into Giant Grom. What's your initiative order?
Turns me into what?
He turned you into a giant ape. Oh, you have a natural 20 or a 20. That's not one. 176 hit points. He rolled fucking high. There's it again. Okay. And he's gonna return. Full start.
So worm still underground or above?
Part of it is above. Part of it you're assuming is below. How much you're not sure.
Gonna take shots at it.
Okay.
First shot missed.
Oh man, I hope your luck doesn't get you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it has an ally next to it. And you know what? For shits and giggles,
Death. You get a giant ape.
I hit with the sharpshooter.
Nice.
At last.
I've been hitting with more sharpshooters than missing now. Thank you very much.
Have you though?
Not too bad.
Oh, I need to add the plus 10. You know what? For shits and giggles. Oh wait, that was a bonus action. Never mind. Use the
All right. I think
Already back. What else?
so. You only take damage if you're adjacent to the worm when you start.
Ah, okay. Oh, that reminds me. The worm ended its round above ground,
Correct.
so he would have been so he's in range of the wall of fire when he ended his turn.
Which
correct?
square is your wall of fire?
Hmm?
Which square is your wall of fire?
Oh, the inner square is the actual wall. The outer square is its radius, as to where it damages.
In other words, he's lighting the dart
Because
on fire
it's
too.
because it's
So it's
10
got a
feet
10 foot.
around.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
All right, go ahead. Roll that on.
here.
Well, actually, you already hit him once this turn, didn't you?
No, I hit him on the first turn, but this is the second round. He would have been available for the wall. Or, yeah, this one would have been.
Okay, that's
'Cause
fine.
it's each time they end within the radius.
I thought we already hit him.
Nope.
All right. He's going to stand up. He does his full damage. He does not take his full damage. And he's going to bite. That's a hit. That is 19 points of piercing damage. And that's his turn. Welcome.
Does the wolf move away from the wall of fire?
He's next to it. He's more concerned with the worm. He, as far as he knows, ate his friend.
Plus, the wolf looks like it's just outside of the radius.
Mm-hmm. He's close to it, but he's just far enough away that he's. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good. That scares me.
Okay, continue. I'm not going to do that one because it would just kill it.
What was it?
You don't want it.
I still want to know, even if
I'll
you
tell
have.
you. If you survive, I'll tell you.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, you should do it. I did roll the 1.
Oh God.
It's just a game.
So, I say we do it then. Alright.
Okay.
You watch.
It was reinforcements, wasn't it?
As you hit it, like this, the weird cold aura that's around it kind of just starts to spread out. You all feel strange. Everything on the map goes to half HP,
Oh.
which heals the worm, and by very little bit, Sir Edward.
Oh, it was
brings you all
that.
to half hit points.
It was everyone. Yeah.
I'd like to roll to disbelieve.
That is 43 points of damage for Falcon.
Round up or round down?
Use that calculator.
I'm rounding
Question:
down.
Is that total HP or current HP?
That is half. So whatever your current HP is, you go to half of that.
Okay. I was gonna say if it's half max HP, my normal HP.
I think it would be half your new max, anyways, if it was max.
Yeah. So you're half of whatever your shitty HP total.
Slight pro of having no HP and getting rid of your max.
What's half of 19? Just curious.
Do half of 18, so 9.
Okay, so
Ari is currently sitting on top of it.
Do the kids feel this back at their home?
It's only on the map.
Heal.
I think you might have deleted Takoya from existence. She's not on the tracker or the map.
Because you're a giant ape.
Oh, is she under there?
You're
No,
that big.
she is the giant
Oh, she
ape.
is. Oh, I thought you turned Gronk into the giant. Okay, cool.
No.
You're a giant ape. Is she under there?
Oh, I was like, where'd she go?
I decided to alternate my half orc. Okay. Alright, now Sir Edward's turn. He's far, far away.
And has a tiefling on top of him.
Canada's like, I have to get my full. If he kind of stands up and is going
Well, we'll be
to.
fine. Just
Nope.
stay here.
He's like, stand back, maiden. Fear not.
I don't want to have to go back in there for you.
He's like, oh, eat me once, shame on me. Eat me twice, shame on him. And he continues.
I don't think the worm cares about the shame.
Don't worry, Benny, I'm coming. He gets next to Ferris, and he gets his turn. Newen sees his friends in trouble. He's going to conjure up his spirit. You're on the ground, right, Dev?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, Dark. We all know Mama Frostworms only have a taste for monster eggs. They refuse to eat anything else. They're pretty docile for the most part.
Okay, he drops it on you guys. Level, third level. Nope.
Wait a minute, this thing's not going to turn into those walking ones, is it?
What, those walking
Thank
worms?
you. Sequoia.
Hold on, let me get the name of them.
Ass blasters, I believe.
No, that's the flying one. That's the third evolution.
Oh.
Sequoia snap.
God.
There's no room for Takoya.
Should have 10-foot
She has
reach.
10-foot reach. Also,
Yeah.
Koya's a giant ape. If there's no room, she will make room.
Max, you're in the danger zone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Takoya.
and you also do get healed. You walk in healing spirit.
Yeah.
You're towing in. Woo!
Ironically, Koya herself is actually just fine, considering it's all the giant apes HP that got lost.
They're called Shriekers. Oh, is this going to turn into Shriekers?
Oh God.
No idea.
What is Takoya's attack?
That was the. Here, I'm going to drop this to you. So
If
you
you
get the giant ape.
Double click the giant ape token, you should pull up the
Oh,
giant ape's
okay.
sheet.
I was
Yeah.
not paying attention.
You can get the. So it has 2 fist attacks. Or you can try to pick up a rock if you want to make a. But you probably don't need. But you can do it if you want.
I appreciate the opportunity. I think I'll just do fist attack.
Alright. You get 2 of them. You hit? It hit so hard. 24 points of damage. Just like
Yeah.
punch it in the face. It was looking pretty rough. It looks a little bit better now.
And that's a 2. Okay.
Okay. Not too bad. And then I'll return for that. Your turn again. At the
My-
top of your turn, you do take additional damage.
Oh, this is right.
You take 2d8 cold damage. 6 points.
What's damaging everybody?
The worm
Aura
has a cold aura,
A large?
5 foot.
Yeah,
Directly adjacent to
basically.
Well, everybody on the map's been damaged. What got all of us?
That
Natural
was
one.
from
Nat
a
one.
nat 1.
Yeah.
Bronco rolled a critical failure, and it basically dropped everyone to half HP.
And then your DMO was going to give you mercy, and they not.
I had no vote in this. I demand my HP be
Okay.
returned to me.
Mike Grontham, sure.
I'm still
Do I
attempting to
get-
roll to disbelief.
Sneak attack or
Yeah.
advantage?
Advantage, yeah, because the wolf's on the other side.
Yeah. Oops, where's my buttons? Here we go.
Oh,
Oh,
That's a good hit.
Hold on, let me double check.
does this counteract the one? Call it good.
Okay, that's... Alright, after roll your damage.
okay.
Did you
okay.
apply your sneak attack?
There it is.
Okay, so drop that. And then I'll tell you what happens.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
Shut up.
6s.
I didn't kill it.
Wow.
No, you did not just roll that. Hold on.
That was a
hold
lot
on.
of dice.
I need to do some math here. Hold on.
What?
Did her nat 20 give her extra damage also?
It did. Quite a bit, actually. In fact, I wasn't going to tell you until afterwards, but you could probably surmise what it does.
Double the
Oh
damage.
my god.
Yes.
So it takes another
86 damage.
Oh,
You're still not dead. Oh no.
it looks horrible.
Nice.
You do have an
That's it.
offhand
Very
attack still,
nice.
don't you?
I do.
Hey, you
But
never know.
also, I could move. That would be good. Yeah, I think Def's done enough. I'm gonna disengage, take a step back, get out
You
of
know,
that cold radius.
86 points of damage. No
That's
big deal,
enough
right?
for me.
Holy cow.
I'll just look around like, did anybody see that?
Okay. There's. You see the
Measure
giant
something out
worm.
quick.
It looks horrible.
Meaning it probably has 1 or 2 HP. We don't know.
That was a pretty impressive crit.
Why, thank you.
That was 86 points of damage.
I moved right there, and I invoke the Aura of Vitality.
Ooh.
Ari feels
And
left out on his Aura of Vitality.
that's one of the new Unearth changes.
Yeah, we got new stuff.
And I'm going to target Gronkum.
I'd be curious. What does the Aura do?
As a bonus action,
2d6
I can 2d6 heal target of my choice within the radius.
Okay.
How long does it last for?
1 minute concentration.
Nice. That is actually really nice. Frostworm pissed.
Too bad it's not everybody in the radius.
For a bonus action at that size, that would be pretty powerful.
Pretty OP.
But a non-spell based bonus action heal is really nice.
Yeah, it is. And I'm assuming the 5 right there is the
Healing Spirit.
Healing Spirit.
As you've hit the worm, it lets out an ear-piercing shrill. Everyone in 120 feet, which I believe is everybody.
Everyone.
This is my chance at Charisma or Con save.
You never know. You never know. I think everyone must succeed on wisdom saving throw.
Deft, the giant ape, and Gronkum get a plus 3 to theirs.
Let's see. So
Doesn't help.
Yay, this
Never
made
know.
that one again.
16. Who all is it?
With Deft, Gronkum, and the Dape.
Death is screwed. Ape
And
is
myself.
screwed.
I forgot to actually.
I
put
wish
the
I was
plus
in that
there.
radius. I needed that +3.
Gronkum's already okay.
I got 14.
Failed
Alex
by
already
3.
has it too. And then
You took off the.
yeah, it doesn't help anybody. No one saves it. All of you who failed are currently stunned.
Well, positive note for Ari is that she's fairly safe.
Now it's its bonus action. As its action, let's see who else stunned. Wolf is stunned. Death is stunned. Gronkum is not stunned. Gronkum would be the only one who can get this. Monkey stunned. Max is also stunned. Wolf is not stunned. It's Max, William, Wolfgar, Ari. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Shall we do that? Let's do it.
That looks like a breath weapon.
You know, it's gonna risk it
For the biscuit?
for the biscuit, as they say. It's going to take a step over here. Gronkum, you can take a swing at it. Hit hard by Fred. That hits. So
I'm gonna use my new feat. Or can I use my new
what's your new feat?
Orcish Fury?
What does it do? My brain's not 100%.
Adds an extra weapon die.
That's always on.
Well, I get to use it once per.
Once anything for long.
Oh no, that's a reaction I'm using.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, so. Oh, close.
It's like a 1 hit point left.
8.
What about the wolf?
It's still within reach. The wolf is actually huge right now. It's gonna make its last stand. You could take its life, actually. Okay. Believe me, I nerfed this from part of what I found. Originally, the first version of this was 60 feet, and I kept it in half. I can't. Just shy of. Okay. So, death. Monkey. I don't know that name. Max. Gronkum.
Y'all get +3, right?
Did you add that effect to them? Or how did you have it? I don't know how you.
No, he hasn't added the effect anyone.
Alright, well, let's see what. Going to use his breath weapon. Fail. Fail. And fail. +3 to death. Actually does save for death.
Thank
And
you.
Gronkum.
And you save completely death because of evasion. Let me drop death.
Sorry, I zoned out again. What's going on?
Gronkum would have just made
Breath
it.
weapon.
Okay.
Just made 2, but he still takes half.
They. Which
Is there a way to change that on their roll manually? I don't think there is.
On the roll,
Yeah.
yeah, you can change that.
If you go
to modifiers,
yeah,
you can select half or max or critical for the damage.
But not for another person. He can do it. Oh, I can do it for the damage on him.
Yeah.
I just have to roll.
or you could just untarget everybody, roll the damage, and then right-click, do half.
I'll just add it by hand. Okay, so giant ape does not save. He failed. He didn't get anywhere. And so the two of you take.
It's a good thing being stunned doesn't impede on saves.
Anything you want to say before I drop these dice?
the horse takes half damage, but I don't think that's gonna matter.
How many hit points does the horse have again?
9.
I get the feeling if it rolls all once on its dice, it may still kill the horse.
Whew!
Oh, I almost got fucking obliterated again.
60 points of damage. Gronkum, you take 30. Yeesh. Did you take Bear Totem or you changed these, right? You take full damage
Wait,
from cold?
question. Wouldn't
Yeah, I
death
take
be
full
inside
damage.
my aura protection?
What's that?
Wouldn't death be technically inside my aura protection, just barely?
That's why Death's not taking any damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Gronkum also
saved
would have made it.
Gronkum. Well, Gronkum still took half damage, but
Yeah.
since Death is a rogue, Death has evasion.
Okay. Okay, just double checking. Sorry, I was kind of lost for a second. Okay, we're good.
She's all nimbly bimbly.
So
that
this
sucks.
is probably its last turn. That's its action's bonus. It's just gonna stay.
And if only I wasn't stunned, it would die to the wall of
That's nice.
fire.
Currently dying.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time to use the bead of fireball,
You're
right?
still done. Let me remove your stun. You're done.
Let's see.
You no longer
Can't.
stun.
How long are we stunned for?
You're stunned
1
until
round.
the end of its action. I'm just
Okay.
removing the
Oh.
coding as I go.
2
He's
fire
stunned.
concentration.
At least I did something to protect my party mates. I helped you guys. I helped you.
Appreciate it.
Are
we'll
there
say-
saves at the end of the round for stun, or is it only a 1 round
Just
thing?
1 round.
It's just a 1 round auto pass.
Well, Max is in the spirit
What's that?
Yep.
Oh, he's who?
spirit of healing.
Okay.
So Max
did
falls
we-
down and stands back up.
Oh yeah, correct.
Damn.
You're just like covered in like frost burnt. Ah,
Fuck, that was cold.
All
Kill this
of it.
asshole.
Pretty rough. Deft like jumped out of the way just in time. The dog is gonna finish what it started and going to bite him. It does not get advantage because you guys are not close anymore. Still hit. The dog, the kill. Oh, be glad it moved away from you. You watch as he runs up and like bites on its neck, and you just watch as or we'll call it blood. It's not red. It doesn't look like blood, but we'll go with it. It's spraying out all over the place. As you watch its body begin to crack as it explodes. It does.
Wait, what?
Actually, oh, you guys are still pretty close. Hold on. Gotta remove all these.
Positive note for Ari is that I think she's probably out of the range.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check the radius on this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Theris. You were stunned, weren't you?
60 feet.
Yep.
Is
I'm behind a
your
giant gorilla at least.
yeah, but is your ability a once a day thing or
Which ability?
the concentration aura thing?
No, it's just it's a spell.
Shit.
That's shit.
How about you guys? I think we could hunt another one.
Oh, I don't think
This
it's a
is
lot
gonna
of
suck.
But if it's
So-
a 1 round thing, then the stun should have gone off at the end of my turn.
Yeah, you're
Correct, I've been
unstunned, but
removing it.
I was just inquiring because you lose concentration if you become incapacitated.
Right.
That's why it didn't die to the wall of fire, because the wall of
You
fire faded
got
away.
30 more people. Wrong cut. Oh. Alright, so we got the wolf. Stronkum. Wolf. Stronkum.
Is this a physical or is this magical?
This is ice damage.
So I didn't know if the paladin's aura would protect the 3 up there, or the 4 of them.
This
They
will.
will.
So it'll still be the 3 of them. So let me just roll first. For its last hurrah. That is
Fudge.
15.
Auto fail.
Yeah, anyone who's still sunned. The giant ape auto fails, death auto fails. Gronkum's good. There's. I thought. Oh, did you not get to go yet? I thought you already went.
No, that's because at the beginning or earlier in the round.
You still got it at the end of that round, so you didn't take stun off me.
Technically, I made it.
Giant ape shouldn't be staying. I'm gonna reroll.
I don't think it's really gonna matter.
Sure.
Wait, what was the first dexterity roll for?
The last one was its breath weapon. This one had exploded.
No, there's another dexterity save above my other one.
Your horse.
No.
You need me to go ahead and roll a save since it was an auto fail on the.
Yeah,
Stun.
roll yours. Deft, roll yours as well. roll one for the. Actually, your rolls are already realistic. I got them right here. It doesn't matter if you. I know it's your. Giant ape succeeds.
A petition for advantage since I'm behind a giant gorilla.
I accept your shenanigans and raise you an advantage. Go for it.
And a giant gorilla.
Doesn't matter.
Still
Hit
hit you.
on my range.
But it was worth a shot. Okay. So, +3. So the ape is good. Death is good. Gronkum's good.
That's the second fail that if I'd have been in your aura would have saved me.
Mm-hmm.
Or oh, I didn't see Newen. Newen also failed. Alright, so we're going to.
This is gonna hurt real good.
Death is all good.
It'd be so bad if we weren't automatically knocked down to 50% starting off.
I know, that's why I didn't want to do it, because I knew all the things that I was going to do when it died. I was like, that seems really bad, but we'll see. It's not like all the healers are within the blast radius or anything like that.
At least I'm not gonna take 96 fire damage.
What I'm gonna say is I'm pretty sure the knight is glad he's not still in the world.
Yeah. Let me. That's still fun. Alright, so that is a criminal. Monkey. I'll put monkey by hand.
Whose healing spirit was that again?
Newen's, which I think is probably gone now.
Yeah, he failed.
Yeah.
Alright. And Gronkum, you saved, but you
It shouldn't be gone unless Newen went down.
Newen was stunned, if I'm not mistaken.
Stun doesn't stop your concentration, though.
Stun incapacitates you, and once you're incapacitated, you lose concentration.
It's okay.
Because if you look under the rules for concentration, you automatically lose concentration either via failing a concentration check from damage, being killed, or being incapacitated.
I thought it was in cap only.
Newen goes down. Max goes down. Gronkum goes down. Somehow the wolf lived. Oh, he's immune to cold. That's right. Monkey
goes down to 1 HP.
Much damage.
Yeah, he popped back up. And then let's see. So then
35.
the monkey giant ape takes 35.
By 2 points. God damn it.
Giant ape. What's the giant? Giant ape takes. Yeah, giant ape goes. I know he saved. He takes 17 additional.
Oh, that's actually. Did William get stunned, or?
Actually, yeah, no, giant ape would have failed. Oh well, too late. It's basically gone now. We had barely any hit points left. Bye-bye, giant ape. But Decoy is okay. It's like she never lost.
Decoy is.
What does everyone do? Well, Decoy was in bad. Oh no, what?
Because she was in ape form when the half hit.
Yeah, she's fine. He's gone. He pops back up with 1 hit point. That's fine. 2 else. I think that was it, right? Yeah, that should be it. Okay. Combat is over.
I am scuttling right over to Theris. Looking around. And then no one's here to heal. Okay, healing potion. Deploy. Shoving a healing potion down his throat.
Alright.
I'm gonna go start gathering the organs.
Ariel, fly over the trees.
Hold on. Before you get close, there's still a giant wolf in front of it. He don't like you.
Ariel, fly over the trees. Seeing the worm is dead, she'll land.
I don't know. I think I get taken out.
You hear the night yell from like, no, please. If it's okay. They're okay. He kind of steps down.
Why is this thing's saliva so cold?
Ah, thank you. And we'll actually pause there because it's super late. I just realized that. We'll pick up here next week.
I want the organs.
Before we do that,
Your organs. Here, just roll a d20.
Thank
Let's
you,
see if
Dave.
it would have sucked anyways. Watch, natural one. I just saved you all this trouble.
16.
before we end, I'm going to use prestidigitation to clean off all of the worm saliva from my body and hair.
Good call on not bringing the kids, though.
Now, can
Yeah.
we, before
Yep.
we end, can we spend like 1 minute to heal?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
so
already
if
Shit.
once is Nguyen up yet?
No, Noon's not up yet.
Okay, well I can do this easy. I will just cast a my healing word to get him up. And then, hey, if you work with me, time your spell and time with me, get everybody together. If you'll cast another healing word or healing spirit, I'm casting Beacon of Hope at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be, if everybody plays Hokey Pokey, that's 60 points of healing right there because it's maximum healing with Beacon of Hope.
That's fine. So you can take a minute. Can take a breather. He summons it, so everyone heals for.
So yeah, 60 to everybody.
Might as well have the 2 other people heal with us. Will be nice. Maybe we'll even let the dog heal.
Exactly. Full. New and nice stuff. Full.
I'll wander
Let
over
me
and
know who is
clean
still.
off the night as well.
You go back full.
I already took off mine.
So, you guys are fine.
Yeah, I only had 19 damage, so I took mine off.
Orange back to full. But your HP is still low. What's wrong?
I'll go over to Gronk.
You know what? It really sucked. It really sucked. I thought it was like, oh, it's actually only going to be the level of your blood at the. No, it's
Sorry
character
for the
level.
spam.
I didn't even get to pick up. We still have to get a Toya feet.
Go ahead and remove the rest of your wounds, Gronkum.
Oh, that reminds me. Hey, Def, did you choose a ability score improvement or a feat?
I did ability score because I was sitting on 2 15s.
Ah, okay.
I've used all my
Because a feat you might want to think about looking into is Infernal Constitution.
You know, you try and get me to pick that one every time we get a new.
You take unconscious off of Max also.
Oh yeah.
And is the wolf or the other guy hurt at all?
No, he had 60 wounds exactly.
Okay. Didn't even have to use a spell slot. Use my lay on hands and the other thing.
And we're back to full.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll pause here and we'll
60,
pick up,
thank you.
and you can spend the beginning of next week harvesting organs. Hopefully,
And
correctly.
talking to our new friend.
And talking to your new friend who almost got eaten. Man, I
Dark.
didn't think that wolf was gonna make it.
I was concerned he wasn't going to make it.
He was fine. He had him right where he wanted him.
The question is, do we really want to deal with him? He's a noble. Our track with nobles